Good evening and welcome to the Big Fight broadcasting from the Singhu border, which has been the epicenter of actually a very big fight for over a year. This is a fight between farmers who were called Andolan Jeevis. Some of them were calling them terrorists, Khalistanis. But today on Friday, the Prime Minister called them Andolan Vrat, which means from habitual protesters to protesters. Is this a change of heart in the government as the government repeals the 3 farm laws? The bigger question is, what caused this change of heart? Was this change of heart a result of a genuine feeling of concern for the farmers, or this was dictated by political concerns? Now that we know Punjab and Uttar Pradesh are going to polls, and there are various pockets in these 2 states where farmer unrest is a massive political issue. More importantly, will this change benefit the BJP? Lots of political questions. But the farmers over here at the Singhu border, many people accuse them that this agitation seems to be dying down, not enough people have gone back home. Far from what people assumed, with this statement and declaration by the government, the farmers are now back with their tractors in large numbers, and they've started gathering once again, where there'll be big meetings now at the Singhu border and all the other borders on what the next strategy should be. So on the big fight, we'll ask the future of the farmers' agitation, that important question of farm union leaders, and also if this is a political decision, can it actually help the BJP reap political dividends? If that is the real reason behind it, is it actually going to work? I have lots of guests today, lots of farmer union leaders, supporters, volunteers gathered right here at the Singhu border. We've got some eminent personalities and top faces like Professor Darshan Pal right here with us. I'll come to them in just a short moment. There are some politicians also to answer the all-important political question. But first, let's begin by asking a question of Mr. Rakesh Tikait, who joins us. Mr. Tikait, मेरा पहला सवाल है, कानून जो है उनकी वापसी की घोषणा हो गई, क्या आप खुश हैं?
हमारा ये है कि उन्होंने कानून पे बात करी है, उन्होंने कहा कि हम वापसी ले लेंगे, ठीक है। अब एमएसपी का और रह गया, एमएसपी को और कानूनी गारंटी दे दे और उसके बाद में एक कमेटी बना दे, जो और मामले होंगे कमेटी बातचीत करती रहेगी अपना। यही उस टाइम पे जब 11 दौर की बातचीत हुई, उस टाइम पे ये शामिल, यही बात उस टाइम पे हुई थी।
तो इसका मतलब अब एमएसपी गारंटी आपकी शर्त हो गई है?
मैं ये कह रहा कि और भी तो बहुत मामले हैं भाई, इसके मामले में एक सीट बिल है या और भी बहुत मामले हैं। सरकार आई है तो सरकार बातचीत तो और करेगी ना, हम किससे फिर बातचीत करेंगे? वो एक कमेटी और बन जाए और गारंटी कानून एमएसपी पे बन दे तो अपना हम भी घर जाएंगे और जो भी मसले होंगे बातचीत से समाधान होगा।
आपको क्यों लगता है टिकैत जी कि सरकार ने ये कानून वापसी का फैसला लिया?
अब क्या पता भाई, तो सरकार के लोग बताएंगे, हमारी तो उनसे बातचीत हुई नहीं। 22 जनवरी के बाद हमारी कोई बातचीत नहीं उनकी हुई। अब उन्होंने क्या लिया होंगे, किस उसमें लिए होंगे, वो तो वही बताएंगे। ले लिया उन्होंने, ठीक है, लेना चाहिए भाई, गलत काम होगा तो लेना चाहिए उससे।
एक बात ये भी हो रही है कि चुनाव के चलते ये फैसला लिया है, तो आपको लगता है चुनाव में इसका लाभ या हानि क्या होने वाला है?
अरे क्या पता किसने हम ये कह रहे कि किसने किस हुनर से ले लिए, ये वापसी हो गए, किस उसमें ले लिए, ले लेने दो। किसी को क्या फायदा हो रहा, क्या नुकसान हो रहा, ले लेने दो।
मेरा आखिरी सवाल टिकैत साहब, ये आंदोलन कब तक चलेगा?
हमने ये कहा कि एमएसपी पे गारंटी कानून और बना दे, एक कमेटी बना दे, जो और मामले होंगे वो कमेटी से बातचीत करते रहें। भाई उन्होंने कह दिया तो किसान कैसे जाएगा घर? कल सीड बिल पे बात होनी है तो किससे बात करेंगे? ये मुकदमे हो रहे हैं, इस पे बात होनी है तो किससे बातचीत करेंगे? रोज की रोज कोई आंदोलन थोड़ा होंगे। अब बातचीत करके बता दो हमको, और सरकार एक बार बैठ के बात कर ले, और उसके बाद में किसान भी अपना रास्ता देखेगा, सरकार भी अपना काम करो।
All right, Rakesh Tikait, many thanks for joining us. Let me just get off this tractor and then come back on the ground. As we also introduce all our guests right here, Professor Darshan Pal is here, some very eminent faces who have led this agitation. Tony Bhai is also here, and I'll give his introduction in just a short moment. But let's now cut across live to Trinamool Congress MP, Mr. Derek O'Brien. Mr. Derek O'Brien, good evening. My first question, is this a political decision by the government?
That's a question you'll have to ask the government. I'm not here to answer any questions.
What's your reading?
Our first reactions today is this was an announcement made on a television monologue. My first reaction today is 700 families. Our thoughts are with those 700 families who've lost their loved ones in the last over 1 year. That's the first one. Number two, when this happens, and I'm using my words carefully, when this happens, when the farm laws are repealed, that will be a big win for the farmers. So today the announcement, but we have to wait. You cannot trust the Modi and Shah. We need to understand this. So here's what we suggested. We suggested this on the floor of Parliament. You cannot just put a bill on pause. You have to bring the bill in the winter session of Parliament, the repeal laws. By the way, the TMC have also given a draft for the repeal laws. But the winners today are the farmers, all of us political parties, all. We are only the supporting caste. The agrarian crisis is another big issue. Now, whether they've done this of course, I mean, you don't have to be a psephologist or a spokesperson of a party to know that one more stunt because they are under pressure maybe in one state or the other state. I'm not here to discuss political strategy. But what I'm here to tell you is that the farmers won, arrogance lost, but I'm really happy the farmers have not closed their protest because Parliament starts on the 29th and they have to bring the repeal laws. And we have to have a system. Please understand, MPs also were supporting caste. 7 of us were suspended. Our right as MPs were taken away. These were bulldozed. And I hope this is the first. I hope this happens with the CAA. And on a lighter note, maybe November 8th, 2016 can also be a rewind. What political these guys, Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah and their BJP, their whole life it's not about development. It's not about solving the agrarian crisis. It's not about an India which is inclusive. This is one election stunt after the other. And we have been with the farmers in a supporting role and we will continue to be there in a supporting role. I'm happy that you're there in the Singhu border because my leader, Mamata Banerjee, sent me there not once but twice. And we had actually the honor and the privilege of spending 2 days there. And what an atmosphere and great win for farmers. Great win.
Absolutely. And as we are in fact seeing and noticing that the crowds far from thinning is actually increasing, and that this is perhaps got to do with some strategy that the farmers think that they need to maintain that requisite pressure on the government. Mr. Derek O'Brien, thank you very much for joining us as I return back to the farmers here also who are gathered. But before I do that, Mr. Dipinder Singh Hooda, he's also a member of parliament from the Congress, is now with us. Mr. Hooda, I am standing right now, which is the Delhi-Haryana border. Haryana is your state. Many of the leaders of the Haryana government concluded that this is a problem of Western UP, Punjab, but the battle is being fought in Sonipat. The battle is being fought in the borders of or the state of Haryana. How would you respond to the points that were made back then and the comments that were made suggesting that the farm laws will not be repealed? And here we are.
No, and you are standing at the Singhu border. I have just left the Tikri border. I was there myself, and like you were putting it, the farmers are still there in big numbers, and you know there are farmers who have spent 1 year almost on these borders, and they are, you know, you go around, I'm sure you'll find people who are more than 80 years old, and they have spent 10 months, 11 months, almost 1 year of their life, 80-year-old octogenarians at these dharna stals. So let me congratulate all the farmers. Today is a historical day. It's a victory for Indian farmers. It's a victory for their struggles. It's today's historical day is dedicated and devoted to the more than 700 farmers who have lost their lives.
Would you
while
say,
the bodies of these...
Mr. Hooda, what will you say?
sorry.
What will you say to the farmers who are saying that repealing of these laws, or at least an expression of interest to that effect, is one part of the story? The other is MSP guarantee, which they claim, and I'll speak to Professor Darshan Pal, he's been saying this since morning, that you've got to guarantee MSP, and that's when the battle will really be won. What's your view? As a political outfit, will you support this thought of the farmers?
See, this is certainly, see, there are 2-3 dimensions to this. The main argument against these 3 farm laws when the ordinance was brought in, and then it goes back to the Swaminathan Commission, and the main argument is to ensure profitability in the farming sector. More than 50% of our population is dependent on agriculture, which is a unique case for India. It's not anywhere else in the world. The government was saying that modernization and reform like America. America, only 0.1% of the population is dependent on agriculture, and the average farm size is 600 acres. Here you are talking about 1 hectare average farm size, and 50% of the population dependent on agriculture. So it's a unique situation. And in a unique situation such as India, a system which has worked, like what we have seen in Punjab and Haryana, to an extent MSP and Mandi system is worked. Now that needs to be extended in terms of adding more crops to the MSP regime.
But you do agree, Mr. Hooda, that this should not be seen as an anti-reform step. Reforms is an inevitability, but with consensus. Yes or no?
No. What is anti-reform step? I think the extension of Mandi and MSP regime to across the country and adding many more crops to it is a positive reform in itself. Why do you... It's not an anti-reform, it's a positive reform. That's what the farmers were seeking. And, let's spare a thought also to the 700 lives which have been lost. The same decision had it come 1 year back.
I have heard from a lot of farmers right here.
These 700 lives would have been saved. I went to each and every such family who lost their near ones in Haryana.
This is a view, Mr. Hooda, I have heard on the ground as well.
Let them not be forgotten. And that's why these farmers, the leaders are right in saying that these many lives have never been lost after independence. This is such a struggle which we have never seen.
Let me ask this question of Dr. Darshan Pal right here. Dr. Darshan Pal, good evening. Also, number one, I want to start by asking you, what do you make of this decision of the government?
I think we on behalf of the Sanyukt Kisan Morcha welcome this decision of the Modi or declaration of the Mr. Modi. But the declaration came after 1 year, while we have already sacrificed more than 670 lives, our precious life, our farmers. Number one. Number two, our farmers have fought for a year a very much intensive fight, a very much united fight, peaceful fight against the central government to get these 3 laws repealed. Secondly, so all credit goes to the farmers, not to the government or Mr. Modi. They have declared repealing of these 3 laws with many their calculation, which I don't want to say here, but they have in mind so many political calculation which can be discussed
ahead of the elections.
Yes, ahead of the election and many other things which in the socio-political scenario of its country, the BJP and RSS were going to suffer by the wrath of the people, because people have already joined the farmers' contingents to give a sympathy, to come with a solidarity, and to come with arms and arms with the people, with the farmers of India. And not only here, for example, in other countries, USA, England, the PM Modi has to face the wrath of the people. So, number two, the very important thing is this.
No, Professor Darshanpal, my question is that all through last year, I heard the main nara over here was Kale Kanun Wapas, Teen Kale Kanun Wapas. That was the main crux of this agitation. Now that that decision has been done, do you think that it is important for you to insist in the form of an agitation for an MSP guarantee law also?
First of all, I want to say very clearly that we have won, we have won, we have won. And this victory is of the farmers, of the people of India. So, I don't want to say that we are shifting our agenda. The agenda of MSP was there even before these laws were brought by the central government.
As one of the reasons for which you are agitating. And you will continue to agitate till MSP guarantee also not happens. You have maintained this position in the past also.
No, this, for example, myself or my organization, we are for continuing the agitation on MSP. But the SKM in its marathon meetings tomorrow, day after tomorrow, they will discuss our mode of action or our future road of actions in coming days. But third point which I want to stress is this people's unity and farmer unity have compelled Mr. Modi to repent, to self-criticize, and he has said, and he has asked to pardon him because he couldn't understand the feelings of the people or feelings of some of the farmers.
Now, many would say that the apology that he gave on TV was to the farmers who seemed to have understood what he wanted to. He said, "हमारी तपस्या में कमी रह गई, हम एक बहुत पावन चीज करना चाह रहे थे." So, you know, as far as his position is concerned, he still maintains that he is set off to do something right, though he could not convince Professor Darshanpal.
नहीं, मेरा पॉइंट ये है कि फर्स्ट टाइम वो कोई भी कारण करके उन्होंने जो अपोलॉजी की है, ये अपने आप में किसान आंदोलन का उस शख्स के लिए एक बड़ा सबक है जो कहते हैं कि हम एक स्टेप भी पीछे नहीं जाएंगे, हम सब ठीक करते हैं। लेकिन इसमें उन्होंने अपनी ये सफलता कि हम किसानों को समझा नहीं पाए, ये अपनी एक जो उसकी सफलता है वो तो एडमिट की है ना। एडमिशन ऑफ समथिंग नेगेटिव इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड दिस फार्मर्स हैव से अचीव्ड दिस by asking Modi to repent on this, that he could not get the farmers satisfied.
At the end of this 1 year plus of agitation, you think this is has been a satisfactory journey for you, that you've been able to achieve what you set out?
I think my farmers...
You were called blackmailers, you were called Atankwadi, Andolanjivi, and all sorts of things.
The media and these agencies and these RSS people, their IT cell, they have labeled us so many things. But the farmers of Punjab, farmers of our community from these areas, they are very happy with this. And there is a mood among the people, you will be seeing that.
Let me now introduce Dr. Shama Mohammed, spokesperson of the Congress Party. Prakash Chand Sharma, he is the former Vice President of the Kisan Morcha of the BJP, and Sanjeev Kumar Chadda, MD of the National Agriculture Marketing Federation, NAFED. He also joins us, the Chief of NAFED. Mr. Chadda, before we get into a political discussion, I want to begin with you. You think that it is important to have understood, I mean, no one's arguing that change must not exist, but all the farmers over here seem to maintain that yes, get in reforms, but get it through consensus. Do you think that the benefits, you, number one, could not take the benefits to the people, and number two, could not build consensus around these farm laws? You have, for instance, praised these farm laws on many occasions.
Sanket, thanks for having me on the program. If you see 100 years of agrarian history of the country, so this is, I think, one of the most serious interventions made by any government to unshackle the farmers from the clutches of the middleman and provide them a level playing field and empower them to sell their produce anywhere. Now, today's announcement provides for a committee where the farmers, they are free to express their grievances, and as you said, broader consensus that will be built. So whatever grievances are there, that should be represented before the committee. And so far as MSP is concerned, you know, MSP is a national, you see, we are a grain surplus country, MSP has implications for the country as a whole. So we need to build a broader view. And I think Parliament will take a decision whether MSP has to be in which shape, what shape. But you know, there is an effort that farmers' income
What
should
is
be
your
doubled.
view?
And
What is
how
your view,
through
Mr.
different
Chadha? Do you
schemes,
think there
insurance
should be an
network, farmers
MSP
should be-
guarantee?
No, see, MSP, as I said, has a broader financial implication. Taxpayer has to pay for that. And whether we need it or not, I think we should leave it on the parliamentarians. My view is that we should empower the farmer. Whatever market surplus is there, that should be sold, and he should sell it at the best price.
Okay.
Wherever he wishes to do it.
I'm going
so
to ask
I think
this
that,
of the,
that is the way
okay,
forward,
I'm
and
going to ask this of
these
the
laws
farmers
were
also over
progressive.
here.
These laws were progressive, yeah.
Okay, Prakash Chand Sharma as well as Dr. Shama Mohammed. Dr. Shama Mohammed, you just heard Mr. Chadha, the MD of NAFED, who said that these laws were progressive. The government had to, pull them down or repeal them for whatever reason, for whatever political compulsions, but they were progressive. How would you respond to this?
Sanket, there is a word called consensus. This is a democracy. You can't bulldoze things. You can't just pass laws without debate and discussion. We saw what happened in the parliament. No division of vote in Rajya Sabha through voice vote. There were no discussion with any of the political, farmer unions. Nothing happened. It was just on the whims and fancies of Mr. Narendra Modi. The number two, you've been asking a question from the beginning to many people, which I want to give an answer to, is that was this decision political? Of course, undoubtedly, this is a political decision. When around 700 farmers have lost their lives in the last 1 year, did we hear it? Did we hear the Prime Minister say a word? Did he tweet? He didn't feel for the farmers. It's only the loss in the by-elections which has moved this Prime Minister of India. We remember when people lost their lives due to lack of oxygen in April and May. Did we see the Prime Minister of India? He was like an ostrich hiding his head under the sand. He came out in June to say, Muft mein vaccine denge for the adult 18 plus. That's how the Prime Minister of India is. If he really means this is what happened is they did a survey and found out that in UP they're going to lose badly. And that's why he has repelled these laws. And that too, he should, according to me, do an ordinance immediately and repeal it, in the word, not just give an announcement, do it immediately. And the thing is that even today, not a word against not a word for those 700 farmers who have died. That is lives and things burn down, when buildings are lost, we get them back. Lives lost, we will never get that. Why did 700 farmers have to lose their lives? He knew these laws were wrong because it was not debated, it was not discussed, and that is the thing. So nothing moves the Prime Minister of India except power. To be in power, that's the only thing, and it's not about the death of the people.
But one really does not understand how this is going to play out, because many people argue that his core constituency is unhappy with the decision that has been taken. Let me now quickly come back to the Singhu border, because this is where the action took place. This is where the action is, and I would now like to introduce Mr. Tony. There is a he's a very popular man over here. Mr. Tony runs a Kabaddi league, a federation, and more importantly, in the context of Singhu border, he runs a kitchen. He supplies food, aid, anything that you need for all the farmers protesting. Mr. Tony is right here. Where were you? आप कहाँ थे जब ये सुबह ये घोषणा हुई? आपको पता था, आइडिया था कि ये ऐसा होगा?
नहीं, we were totally surprised. हमें कोई भी अंदाजा नहीं था. तो मेरे फादर इन लॉ का फोन आया तो मैंने यकीन नहीं माना. तो मैंने उनको बोला क्लिप भेजो. तो बोले मेरे से क्लिप मांग रहा है.
आपने अपने फादर इन लॉ का बोला मुझे क्लिप भेजो कि ये हुआ भी है या नहीं?
हाँ, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. तो मैंने प्रधान जी को फोन लगाया, मंजीत राय जी को. तो फिर उन्होंने बोला कि अब मेरे को क्लिप भेजो. मैं कहा फादर इन लॉ वाला भेजूं. तो वेरी हम अनस्पीचेबल, कोई इमोशंस को हम एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकते जो आज माहौल था.
लेकिन अब जो ये किसानों का कहना है कि ये आधी जीत है, पूरी जीत नहीं है, आप इससे सहमत हैं?
जैसे प्रधान जी ने बताया, वी हैव वन हाफ तो ज्यादा बेटर, वी हैव वन. ठीक है, जो आगे है, अगर गवर्नमेंट ने इतना कर लिया है तो गवर्नमेंट आगे भी करेगी. हमें पूरी उम्मीद है.
आपको लगता है चर्चा का दौर दोबारा शुरू होना चाहिए, बातचीत?
बिल्कुल, वो तो होगा ही. जैसे हमारी मानयोग SKM की यहाँ मीटिंग होगी, उसके बाद गवर्नमेंट के साथ इनकी सिटिंग होगी, तो होपफुली अच्छा ही होगा। तो आज बाबा नानक के पर्व पर इतना बड़ी घोषणा हुई है, उम्मीद है इसको अच्छे से वो सिरे चढ़ाएंगे।
Jas Bajwa is a very famous singer. He now joins us. Jas, you've been associated with this for more than a year now. You've been singing songs, motivating them. Music has moved farmers and given them a lot of, they pumped them up and given them more energy than anything else. But we also saw a lot of celebrities come here. They got associated with this movement and then drifted somewhere. You think that its continuity is what the farmers needed, continuity of support?
I know some people, कुछ लोग थे जो मतलब टाइम पे आए, बट उसके पहले जब ये मोर्चा शुरू हुआ तब जो लोग आए मतलब एकदम से आए, सारी इंडस्ट्री आई, उसमें सिंगर भी आए, एक्टर भी आए, डायरेक्टर भी आए, तो उनको देखकर यूथ को लगा कि नहीं यार, अगर ये लोग जा रहे हैं तो ये हमारी बात कर रहे हैं, हमारे खेतों की लड़ाई है, तो हमें भी जाना चाहिए। तो वो जो एकदम से बूम आया, वो जो एकदम से उछाल आया कि लाखों की तादाद में लोग रैलियों में जा रहे हैं, ट्रैक्टर पर वो गाने चल रहे हैं, और एकदम से उन लोगों को देख के अंदर से ये आया कि नहीं यार, अभी मूवमेंट पूरे पीक पे है, हमें गाने भी बनाने चाहिए। तो सारे आर्टिस्ट एक होकर, इकट्ठे होकर उन्होंने एक गीत बनाया, किसान एंथम, और वो सच में एंथम ही बन गया। मतलब एक एक बच्चे
यहाँ पर भी आज बहुत बज रहा था।
जी, वो मतलब क्या शब्दों में मैं बयान नहीं कर सकता जितना उस गीत को एप्रिसिएशन मिला। तो यूथ ने एक अपना नया रूप दिखाया। बेशक में ये इनका काम नहीं था, क्योंकि ये एक यंग एज होती है, इन्हें लगता है कि धरना लगाना तो सिर्फ हम बुजुर्गों का काम है, ये हमारा काम नहीं है। तो इन्होंने वो समझा, वो इजीली डिलीवर इनको किन्होंने किया, वो आर्टिस्ट ने अपनी स्पीचों में किया, उन्होंने बताया कि ये
So in that context, whoever got associated in whatever capacity for however much time did justice.
जी, यही बात समझ सकते हैं। तो वो उन्होंने कैच की वो बातें कि नहीं यार, अगर ऐसा नहीं हुआ तो हमारा फ्यूचर खतरे में है। तो वो सब चीजें।
So you think that music is going to motivate farmers even more from here on?
वो एक इजी लैंग्वेज है ना, तो वो स्पीच
नहीं, अब जो रिपील हो गया है, तो आपको लगता है अब इस पर भी गाने
डेफिनेटली फतेह मोर्चा हमारा पोस्टर लॉन्च कर दिया हमने।
अच्छा।
तो क्विक होता है ना पंजाब में, तो कुछ भी हो जाए कि मोर्चा फतेह।
नई एल्बम आ रही है
जी बिल्कुल, मोर्चा फतेह। तो वो अभी कल को या परसों को गीत रिलीज कर देंगे हम, क्योंकि जैसे हम आए थे वहां से, जैसे वो गीत लगे थे हमारे ट्रैक्टरों पर, ऐसे हम जब जैसे जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं कि लाखों की गिनती में आए और हजारों की गिनती में जाएंगे, नहीं। हमने बेनती की है पंजाब के यूथ को, पंजाब के किसानों को, हरियाणा के किसानों को कि यहाँ पर आओ तुम, हम स्वागत करेंगे, क्योंकि ये एक ऐतिहासिक जीत है।
Let me ask this question of a youth right here. Do you agree with him?
I am completely agree with him, and we got energized by his songs and the rest of the people, rest of the singers or whatever writers, and not only particularly about Jas Bajwa. We have very good history, very rich history of literature. We take inspiration from Baba Nanak, from Waris Shah, from here to Avatar Singh Pash to Shiv Batalvi, or everyone. We have very good literature, and we got inspiration from this. So definitely Jas Bajwa is correct on this point.
Okay.
Yes.
Before I come back to you, Professor Darshan Pal, Prakash Chand Sharma of the BJP is now waiting for us. Mr. Sharma, you heard the comments of Professor Darshan Pal here, of Dr. Shama Mohammed, of all the comments that have been made. Was this a misreading right from the very beginning, where the BJP was trying to bulldoze, a legislation, a piece of legislation, forcing people to agree that this is good for you?
Sanket, see, whatever happened today, and like the matter, the way Honorable Prime Minister has addressed the nation, see, this is the sign of the mature democracy. Our most sensitive Prime Minister, or I can say, is the most sensitive leader of the world, who understand and respect the sentiments of all class citizen and all the people. Now it's the time for others to understand the same respect and sentiment for the same. See, it's the most futuristic PM who value and respect the peace process to accelerate development of the nation. Whatever we are saying, whatever we have did, he has complicated and completely he said what we need to evaluate the data. Where was we? Where are we? And where we want to be. See, emotions can be there, but if we really want to develop, if we really want to place ourselves in future,
then you should not. No, one moment, Mr. Sharma. If you say that this was really important for our progress, then you should have stuck to this decision. आप ना लेते वापस. आप बोलते कि नहीं ये सही डिसीजन है, आई डोंट केयर फॉर इलेक्टोरल पॉलिटिक्स, मैं चुनाव हार जाऊं तो हार जाऊं।
संकेत जी, चुनाव आएंगे जाएंगे, देश रहना चाहिए, देश की जनता रहना चाहिए, ये हमें समझने की जरूरत है। वेयर वी आर स्टैंडिंग नाउ, 80% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन, 80%
चुनाव आएंगे, चुनाव जाएंगे, लेकिन देश रहना चाहिए। इस वजह से ये फैसले को जस्टिफाई कर रहे हैं आज जो रिपील हुआ। आप क्या कहेंगे इस पर?
देखिए, देश कोई ऐसे कोई बाउंड्री से नहीं बनता, देश देश में रहने वाली जनता से बनता है, और उस जनता में किसान जो हैं वो एक ऐसा फैक्टर है जिनकी पैदावार से जिंदगी पैदा होती है, चलती है और मरने तक रहती है। और अगर वो खुशहाल नहीं है और वो समस्या में है, तो ये प्रकाश चंद शर्मा जी जिस देश की बात करते हैं वो मुझे समझ में नहीं आता। अगर किसान इस देश का जो 60% के करीब पॉपुलेशन का हिस्सा है, और जो मैं इस डिटेल में नहीं जाना चाहता, वो अगर नाराज हैं, वो नहीं चाहते 3 कानून।
पर आज प्रधानमंत्री ने कहा कि वो सारे किसान नाराज नहीं हैं। आई कुड नॉट कन्विंस अ सेक्शन ऑफ द फार्मर्स, ही सेज लार्जली पीपल वर विद मी।
प्रधानमंत्री जी को ये समझ लेना चाहिए कि किसान जितने भी प्रोपोर्शन में नाराज थे, बल्कि मैं तो ये कहना चाहता हूं कि किसानों के साथ मिलके देश की बाकी जनता भी प्रधानमंत्री जी के साथ नाराज हो रही थी। तभी तो उनको चिंता लगी यूपी की, तभी तो उनको चिंता लगी पूरे देश की। अगर किसान नहीं थे नाराज, तो क्यों थोड़े किसानों के लिए क्यों वापस लिया उन्होंने? फिर अपना स्टिक करते हैं इसके ऊपर, और हम दिखाते फिर इनको कि कैसे यूपी के जरिए दिल्ली का रास्ता देखेंगे ये। तो इसलिए ये मेरा कहना है।
सत्यपाल Malik has said exactly this in our interview. Satyapal Malik, the governor of Meghalaya, has said exactly the same thing कि आप साफ हो जाएंगे अगर आपने नहीं सुनी।
मैं कंप्लीटली एग्री करता हूं उनकी स्टेटमेंट से कि पार्लियामेंट में साफ हो जाएंगे, यूपी में कम हो जाएंगे। और मैं, हालांकि वो बीजेपी से,
अब तो ले लिया फैसला, अब भी साफ हो जाएंगे।
मेरा ये मानना है कि अब थोड़ा बहुत ये सेल्फ डिफेंस में जा सकते हैं, लेकिन जो रास्ते पर चल रहे थे तो वो तो एकदम सुइसाइडल था,
सेल्फ डिस्ट्रक्टिव। ओके, some other just before I ask you to sing, for the farmers, because that's the language you speak best and that's the language people here understand best. So I'm going to ask you to sing in just a short moment. There's some volunteers also who are doing good work, like Mr. Tony right here. You also have, sir, आपका नाम?
डॉक्टर अंशुमन मित्र फ्रॉम मेडिकल सर्विस सेंटर।
How long have you
हम लोग पूरा 12 महीना से यहाँ पे है। 17 स्टेट से डॉक्टर्स, नर्सेस, पैरामेडिकल स्टाफ, फार्मासिस्ट, वॉलंटियर्स आए हैं, नॉन रजिस्टर्ड प्रैक्टिशनर्स, फील्ड स्टाफ आए हैं। इट्स ए बिग पब्लिक
सपोर्ट द फार्मर्स,
नॉट ओनली सपोर्ट द फार्मर्स, लैक्स ऑफ पीपल गैदरिंग इज ए बिग पब्लिक हेल्थ हैजर्ड। तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे पब्लिक स्वस्थ रह के इतना दूर आ रहा है घर से, सर्दी के टाइम, फिर गर्मी के टाइम, फिर बारिश का टाइम, तो इतना दिक्कत में लोगों, हमारा देश का जो आम जनता है, हमारा देश का जो फार्मर्स है, वो बेइलाज न रहे, उन लोग जो निरोग रह के।
I think a lot of associations are offering this sort of medical support, and I've seen many of those. Yes, okay, now, yes, now just Bajwa, the language that farmers understand the best. वो कौन सा गाना है? मोर्चा फतेह? हाँ?
वो अरदास।
अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपने एक और भी गाना गाया था जिससे सब आपके साथ गाने लगे। पहले वो हो जाए।
वही शुरू करने वाला था कि अरदास सिखी धर्म में सबसे बड़ी अरदास है। आज यहाँ पर 2 टाइम अरदास होती है, सुबह भी शाम भी। आज जो अरदास हो रही थी, तो पंजाब का किसान का हर एक घर का जो बंदा है वो अरदास करता है। वो क्या कहता है? साथों वेखे नहीं जांदे गश खा खा डिगदे नी, 90 सालां दे बारिश विच भिजदे नी, जां पंजाब ही जाऊगा हुण, जां पंजाब विचों सलफासां जाणगियां, जां जित के जावांगे जां लाशां जाणगियां, जां जित के जावांगे जां लाशां जाणगियां, साडियां ओ मोड़दा नहीं दिल्लीए तेरे बार्डर तो जिथे अरदासां जाणगियां, जां जित के जावांगे जां लाशां जाणगियां। थैंक यू
बहुत ही बढ़िया। और वो मोर्चा फतेह क्या है? एक थोड़ा हो जाए, फिर YouTube पे मैं भी सुन लूंगा।
मोर्चा फतेह अभी उसका पोस्टर रिलीज किया है
दिमाग में।
जी बिल्कुल। अभी वो अभी
एक आधा शब्द आज जो हुआ है उस पर कुछ अगर ध्यान में आ रहा हो। या इस मौके के लिए कुछ?
सॉरी,
इस मौके के लिए कुछ?
मुझे लगता है कि इस मौके के लिए तो मैं यही कहूंगा कि किसान मजदूर एकता, पंजाब हरियाणा एकता जिंदाबाद। और उसमें एक चीज और ऐड करूंगा कि हनेरियों में जो दीबे का काम किया है, जो दिया बालने का काम किया है नेशनल लेवल पे, वो रविश सर ने किया है। हम तहे दिल से आज किसान खड़े हैं, उनका भी धन्यवाद करना चाहते हैं। बहुत मेहरबानी। जी, थैंक यू। हम सब किसान उनका बड़ा सत्कार, उनको बहुत प्यार करते हैं जी। थैंक यू जी, थैंक यू।
एक हाँ जी, वो तो है ही। एक जो बड़ी बात जो हम लोग,
आंदोलन आपका है, हम लोग रिपोर्ट कर रहे हैं, बस रिपोर्ट करना हमारा काम है और कुछ नहीं।
एक जो बड़ी बात जो हम लोग फील कर रहे हैं, जो ये अच्छा सम्मेल बना है 40 का संयुक्त मोर्चा का, ये टूटना नहीं चाहिए जी। एमएलए बन के, एमपी बन के आप समाज सुधार नहीं कर सकते, ये मेरा मानना है। जब तक आपका प्रेशर ग्रुप,
आपका ये कहना है ये जो किसान एक साथ आए हैं संयुक्त किसान मोर्चा, ये बना रहे तो
ये बना रहे, ये प्रेशर ग्रुप जब तक हमारा सरकारों पे रहेगा, सरकारें गलत फैसले नहीं लेंगी।
I guess that's an important एक जरूरी संदेश आ रहा है आपके लिए कि when unions got together they did magic for the community. Do you think that should continue?
मैं खुद इस बात से सहमत हूँ कि अब देश का और दुनिया का सिचुएशन में किसान की पोजीशन भी ऐसी हो गई है, एग्रेरियन इकोनॉमी भी ऐसी जगह पे चली गई है जहाँ एक एक गांव का किसान कुछ नहीं कर सकता। अभी देश की और WTO के खिलाफ तो बड़े एक वर्ल्ड पैमाने की भी यूनिटी की जरूरत है। इसलिए संयुक्त किसान मोर्चे का रहना, जिसके लिए हम कोशिश कर रहे हैं, वो बहुत जरूरी है।
Well, this is just the farmers here are saying that this is just the beginning. The Andolan or the agitation is not over. In fact, it has only just begun because they've tasted success and they feel that it needs to be taken to its logical conclusion. As I sign off from the Singhu border in this special broadcast, we're stopping for a short break. When we come back, we interview two prominent people. One is Mr. Satyapal Malik, who despite having been in the BJP, now he occupies a constitutional position. He's supporting the farmers. And also Mr. P. Sainath, a very noted and respectable voice. What is his view? Don't go anywhere. Joining us right now on The Big Fight is the man who seemed to have been warning the BJP and the government repeatedly that eventually you will have to take this decision, otherwise there will be a political problem. I have that gentleman with me, His Excellency the Governor of Meghalaya. Thank you very much for joining us, Mr. Satyapal Malik. I want to ask you, how would you respond today that only yesterday in an interview to Saurabh Shukla of NDTV, you mentioned that there will be a huge political price to pay if a decision is not taken. And today the government took a decision. Do you think this is a politically wise decision?
Of course, it is a politically wise decision, and I thank Prime Minister for taking this decision timely.
Satyapal ji, I want to know from you that now this decision has been taken, but many farmer unions are saying that this is not enough. It is not going to be enough. In fact, they need an MSP guarantee. Only then they will have, won against the government. What is your assessment?
MSP is a basic issue, and I am with farmers on that.
Yes, Satyapal ji, my question to you is, what do you think is going to be the political impact of this decision that has been taken? Do you think electorally the BJP tends to gain, or is there going to be no electoral impact?
I won't comment on it, and this is not my subject. What will happen politically, that you will see in coming days. But yes, PM has done a right thing, and farmers should rejoice that they have such a long peaceful agitation has have been successful.
No, Satyapal ji, there is a reason why I am asking you this question, because only yesterday you said कि अगर एक्शन नहीं लिया तो साफ हो जाएंगे. These were your words. Now of course you meant electorally. So then now that this decision has been taken, do you think that some of that damage
देखिए, अंत भला सो भला, Now he has taken a decision to repeal the laws. Now I don't want to comment on this, the implication of it.
My final question to you is,
Yeah.
what is your advice going to be from here on the issue of MSP?
My advice will be that MSP is the core issue of this movement and it should be resolved according to the satisfaction of farmers. Without that, it will not go away. The movement will remain. And I'll be with farmers on this issue.
Satyapal ji, you have seen the impact on farmers in Western UP. You also hail from Western UP. You must have spoken to farmers from there. Now that this decision has been taken, what's your assessment after speaking to farmers on whether they're satisfied with this alone or not? Or do you think that more needs to be done to build a trust deficit?
They are not fully satisfied. They are very intelligent people. Farmers are not foolish people. Until unless MSP is resolved, they will not go away.
Now, what do you think can be, because I clearly remember when Narendra Modi was the Gujarat Chief Minister, he had recommended this also. But now this does not seem to be the position of the government.
Of course,
what do you think is the reason why governments don't want to take this decision?
I don't want to tell you the reason. You know it very well. Everybody knows it very well. And PM was very pro-farmer while he was in Gujarat. I don't know what has happened now here.
All right, Mr. Malik, thank you very much for your time. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
what you have in fact told the government has done. Now it will be interesting to see. You also say that MSP guarantee must be given. It will be interesting to see whether they will do it or not. Thank you very much. Welcome back. You're watching The Big Fight. I would like to now introduce Mr. P. Sainath, the founding editor of PARI. Thank you very much, Mr. Sainath. How do you look at this development by the government? What's your assessment of the decision that has been made?
I think one should view this the way the media has steadily declined to do. This is the largest peaceful democratic protest the world has seen in years and the longest sustained, and certainly the greatest in the period of pandemic, organized at the height of COVID-19. The government is, somehow it's being spun that the government has made a cunning move towards the Punjab elections. That's all nonsense. The farmers have won a victory, and they have actually won a victory going far beyond the 3 laws. They have shown the rest of the country the spirit of resistance, of not giving in to authoritarian and dictatorial behavior. I think it's a fantastic victory, and the farmers know it too, it's a first step. It's by no means a solution to the agrarian crisis. It is, however, a stupendous victory against all odds.
Yes, Mr. Sainath, now let's talk about the point that the farmers are raising. They're saying that while the laws, the announcement of them being repealed has been made, we'll actually wait for it to happen. And they also say that this will not be complete if there is no MSP guarantee law. How important do you think is a law guaranteeing MSP to farmers?
I think what they're actually saying, and what I agree with, guaranteeing an MSP, Sanket, means nothing if you do not guarantee procurement. For years, for 25 years in India, I watched state after state, starting with Maharashtra from where I'm speaking to you, declare very high MSPs on cotton in Vidarbha whenever there is a lot of distress. And then not actually purchasing. So you have a high MSP, but you don't buy. So guaranteed MSP has to go with guaranteed procurement. That would be a very important step. And secondly, I think they're right on the idea. Having experienced this government, they come with the idea that, hey, an announcement has been made that it will be repealed. let it actually happen. Because you saw what happened in Parliament when the laws were rammed through. No reference to the sitting committee on standing committee on agriculture. No reference to a special committee. No fair voting. They can do something by a voice vote, which is illegal, by the way. You can't have a voice vote on a subject like this. So yeah, I think they're smart they've understood from experience that let's see what they actually deliver.
Okay. No, Mr. Sainath, I just wanted to understand from you. See, the government says that there is an urgent need for reforms in the agricultural sector, which I'm sure you also agree with. Reforms are required. That they should be made in this way or not is debatable. Now that the government has rolled back these laws, what are those 2 or 3 things, very precisely if you could tell us, that the government must be cognizant of when it thinks of reforms? Because reforms are inevitable.
A year ago people said the laws are inevitable. Okay? The question is not about whether reforms have to be there. As you said, all of us agree that agriculture is in crying need of reform. The farmers have been asking for reforms in agriculture. The question is, what reforms and in whose interest? In the interest of communities of cultivators or in corporate interests? That is the question. These laws were probably drafted by corporate interests. I mean, you just look at how at every stage, Sanket, in Himachal Pradesh, though you have technically, theoretically, the Supreme Court staying the implementation of the laws. It never stayed the law. It stayed the implementation of the law. Despite that, 2 weeks before the voting in Himachal Pradesh, and this has great significance, Adani's procurement people offered farmers a price on the prime variety of apples 18% below the pandemic year price, which was a distressed price. They felt they could do anything, but there was huge resistance to it. Believe me, it reflected in the results in that election. So it's not which reforms, in whose interest these reforms are, and the farmers don't have a captive media like Mr. Modi does, corporate media. They don't have I'm speaking to you today, Sanket, because NDTV has taken a much broader view of the issues than acting as cheerleaders for the corporations. Okay? That's why I'm here. And I'm saying that is a very, very significant thing, that election, we're all talking about what will be the impact on the assembly elections. Please look at the impact in the by-elections. In all the states where the farmers' agitation was very intense, the BJP took a pasting. Now take Haryana, the Congress stupidly put up a candidate, a senior candidate who lost his deposit, which they should never have done, against an Abhay Chautala who resigned on the farmers' issues when the Congress claims to be supporting the farmers' issues. Even then, Beniwal took away 20,000 votes. All the cabinet and the government from CM to DM campaigned for the BJP candidate. Union ministers came down. Chautala still won by 6,000 plus votes. Haryana, Rajasthan, Himachal, all places where the farmers' agitation has been intense. Mr. Modi has understood correctly what the media have not. Mr. Modi has understood that if this is the reflection of the agitation, we need to worry about Western Uttar Pradesh. I think this is the significance.
Mr. P. Sainath, thank you so much for your time. Let's see how this agitation goes from here on. And if the government has listened to the farmers for whatever reason, and the reason is very obvious, says Mr. Sainath, but what will the government do on the very crucial aspect of guaranteeing MSP? Thank you very much, Mr. P. Sainath.